Hi guys, meet me again with Cindy Himawan. So today I'm going to explain on how you can upload the sales order into Frepple, and then you can doing the forecasting from Frepple. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Okay, so I want you to make sure that you are using the correct scenario here. So in here we use the P4 forecasting here. Okay, and then if we go to the cells, I assume you already create your item. Okay, at least you already have the bolu pisang. Okay, in here, for time being, I just put both of the product as make to stock. Okay, but later on we can change again into make to order. Is no problem. In the forecasting module today, it's actually it doesn't matter whether the type is make to stock or make to order. Okay, so I assume you already create the item, and then but now if we go into the sales order, then we don't have any sales order. And then I already share for the Excel for the sales order. Actually, the sales order file will look like this. You will have the sales order. Okay, the name here is actually you can create by yourself. Like in here, I just put SOB1 and so on. And next, you can make the code as you wish. Also, example, you want only put the 001, or you want to put order 1, order 2, it doesn't matter. And then the item should be the same with exactly the same with the item that you already create in the Frepple. Okay, so make sure that there's no typo, even for the space, spacey. Okay, even for the caps lock, and everything should be exactly the same. So if in here you put the item is bolu pisang, so in the Excel file should be the same bolu pisang also. The same thing for the location and the customer also. You need to create exactly the same, so there's no typo, there's no different in the space and the caps lock things. It's supposed to be the same, the item, location, and the customer. The status here should be closed. It's mean that this sales order is already in the past, and so it's already, that's why the status is already closed, means it's we don't need any delivery anymore, because we want to use this data as forecasting. Okay, so the status should be closed. The quantity here, it's also I put this as random actually. For time being, you can just put this quantity. Okay, so if you want, actually later on you can change by yourself. Example, you want to see what happened if the quantity is totally different. Example, for January you can put 100, and then in the February you can put only 1. So what happened if the quantity is totally different? Because in here I put the quantity is like almost the same. Okay, so the quantity is actually randomized between 10 to 15. Okay, and then the priority here, I put all is same 1, but actually later on you can change based on the customer priority. Example, you want to prioritize the customer A from the customer B, so maybe you can change the customer A become 1 priority and the customer B become 2. But actually for the forecasting, the priority for time being, the priority will not have any impact. Okay, the priority is actually will have impact if we use for the manufacturing scheduling. Okay, so for time being, we just put the priority only 1. And then the due is actually the delivery requested date. So example, like for this order, the customer is ordered to be delivered at 1st December. For this order is 2nd December and so on. Okay, so later on, we need to make sure that the history data that we have, at least we have the sorry. Okay, so at least we have the data is the previous month. So example, if today is September, so your data history should be at least 30th August. So example, if you run later by October, so you need to add some more data for September data. Okay, so because it seems because the system will not work if we have the empty data for previous month. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have the data first, the data from the previous months. Okay, so let's go to the Frepple. So we go to the sales order. Okay, so in here it's still blank. So what you need to do is actually import by clicking this button. Okay, and then click on the select files, and you can choose where you put the file. Okay, if example you already have the sales order and you want to delete that, then you can click this one. Okay, but since we don't have any data, then we can just ignore this. Okay, then we can import. Okay, then it will show that we have 273 records added without 0 errors and 0 warning. So all the data is already here. Okay. Then after that, we go to the forecast report. Okay, so it's still showing 0 because we haven't generated anything. Okay, then we can go to the forecast here, forecast data, and then we need to make sure that all this should be true, both for the discrete and for the plan should be true. Okay, and then let's go to the execute, to the admin execute, and then we need to tick the generate forecast, only the first one. Okay, and then click launch. And then, so in the first column here, it will showing running plan with the status. If the status is already 100%, then it means it's already done. Then we can go back to the cells. Okay, let's see in the forecast report now. You will see that there will be some number already here. Okay, we had the number here. Okay, so for the for clearer, we can see in the forecast editor. Okay, you can see here that now we already have the number forecasted for this month. Okay, so example so if you still remember, when we create the item previously, we put the the owner, okay, group bolu. So the bolu pisang is inside the group bolu. So what does it use for? Is actually for disaggregation. Okay, so if later on you will have like bolu nanas, bolu ketan, bolu whatever, then if you put that under the same owner, then we will have the aggregation. Okay, for this type, the aggregation, the number for group bolu is the same with the bolu pisang number. Okay, if you see here, the number is the same. It's because we only have one item under group bolu. But if example later on we have bolu ketan, we have another bolu, then it's possible that the number in group bolu, or we call it the aggregation number, could be different with the number in each product or each item. Okay, the same here with the location and the all customer. So if you see here, for all shop, it's showing the total forecasting number. But if we put in the detail, for shop A is this amount, and for this shop B will be this amount. You see, it will be different. The same goes to the customer. So for the customer aggregation, we predict this amount 380. But if we look into the each customer, then it's showing different number. Okay, so you can see in here. Okay, so we get the forecasting baseline for this month is 188. Okay, because we choose in the customer B only. If example we want to see all the data, so make sure you put your cursor in the all customer. Okay, so if you put the cursor in the all customer, then in here the forecast baseline is also 380. Okay, and here we put, you see the forecast method is aggregate. Aggregate means that we put for the all item, all location, and all customer. Okay, so example, now I want to see specific item bolu pisang and only in shop A, toko A. Then in here you will see the forecast baseline, or the quantity forecasted is 192, the same like on the top. And the forecast method here, they put as automatic, but actually it's showing the forecasting method is trend. Okay, and with the forecasted error, errornya 2% ya, 2%. So you can change, example, you can change with the forecasting method constant. Okay, what happens if you put in the constant? Then okay, it seems like it's the same. So example, if we put as seasonal, okay, what happened here? Okay, so I want you to try this changes in the forecasted method using the moving average example. Okay, and then you see what is the difference. Okay, so that will be the analysis, trying to find out what happened if you change this parameter. But again, this parameter only can be changed if you choose in the item level. Okay, so you can change, you will not be able to change the forecast method if you use the aggregation. Okay, example, if we put in the aggregation here, then we cannot change this. Okay, so that will be for this this week module. I hope you enjoy it and able to explain about the number. Thank you. Bye.